Welcome to Good Mythical More. We're gonna carry that can energy into this more episode and see who can talk the longest without getting stuttered up or stopped up or saying any ums or oohs or anything on a topic that Stevie's just gonna feed to us.
We got this.
What did we call it before? Waffling?
Yeah.
Waffle on?
How long can we waffle on?
Waffle on.
But first, let's give $50 to Han Sobo for repping that merch out in the wild.
There you
using
go.
hashtag merchicality. We found you. We're gonna send you $50 so you can spend it at mythical.com and get you some more merch.
Han attended a sexual health presentation and the presenter referenced our brosectomy video.
Oh, good. Well, we're very sexually
If
healthy.
people wanted to see what the procedure might be like.
If you do it with your best friend,
This is what it might be like.
at the same time.
Yep, and cameras.
This is what it's
This
like.
is what it might be like. Okay.
Okay, so you are going to control each other with thumbs up, thumbs down.
Yes. I'm gonna let you go first because you're better at this.
Okay.
You were last time.
I don't put
You were last
don't
time.
set me up for failure.
So this means you gotta take whatever topic
Positive.
Stevie says and you gotta go in a positive direction and then you got to like go to the opposite way.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, first topic. Coachella.
Coachella is such a wonderful music festival featuring some of your most favorite stars. And I'll tell you right now that if you want to see the hottest shows in town, you better go out into the desert where it can get really, really hot sometimes. And you might be having a lot of trouble finding like a good place to just grab a little piece of water because it's so dehydrating out there. But that's good for your body because you shouldn't have water all the time. But you kind of should because that's what the doctors say. 8 glasses a day, 8 ounces. That's so much water. Think about how hydrated you'll be. Your pee will be so clear. You'll be out there at Coachella writing your name in the desert with your pee stream that's so hard and fast because you're so healthy. And then you see the band that you wanted to see didn't show up and you're pissed.
Oh, that was a good ending.
See, you can't breathe.
You can breathe.
It's one of the things.
So that was a success right there.
Okay.
I just felt like you really tied it up.
Did
in a
I
bow.
not say or and at all?
I don't think you did.
Or I said and. I didn't say
You got a little. You almost got a little. Keep it up here.
I also like how you were like not breathing a lot.
Yeah.
I do think that's good.
I forgot to breathe.
I'm not gonna breathe much, but let me try.
Okay.
Let me try.
Berets.
Berets is a great thing that you can do to meat because I really don't know what it is, honestly, but I know that I like it because it makes it gravy-ish and salty, and it's just gravy, right? For a meat, and it could be gross, you know? If there's things floating in it, I just don't know what those things are, and I'm afraid to ask. I don't want to be the guy who's like, what is this braised in? I just don't want to be that guy, but sometimes I want to be the guy who's loving the meat, so I can.
Okay, hold on, there's some stuttering in there. But the big thing is that you thought she said braise when she said berets, like hats.
Like a French hat.
You thought she was like berets, my favorite kind of cooking.
What?
When you
That's why I was having.
berets.
Berets.
And I was like, just let him go. Just let the boy talk about braids.
Berets are the best form of brimless hat.
Yeah, okay.
Is what I blew it.
You know what? No, I think it was better that you went with braids instead of berets.
I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, I mean,
Is it gravy?
No, it's type of cooking. It's when you put water, when you put juices over it.
There you go.
As it cooks,
Yeah,
right?
that's
Isn't
gravy.
That braising?
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
So I did all right.
You did great.
Okay. Lazy boys.
Lazy boys are for lazy boys. And you know what I'm saying? I'm saying it's a chair that you're going to get in when you don't want to get up. And you need to get up because if you get up, you will feel alive. You will feel like a whole new person because you got to get those steps in. But sometimes you get too many steps in and then you can overexert yourself. And that can cause other health problems like strains and tendons breaking and all kinds of pulled muscles and things like that. But if you do it just right, you can get stronger. And then if you take your lazy boy handle and you really start jacking on it like this with one hand at a time, you can work that bicep, which is just a neutral activity unless you do it enough where you start building that muscle and you grab it with the other hand, because sometimes you get a little bit tired with the right hand. And if you get your left hand is stronger than your right hand, you get imbalanced, and then you start losing your balance, and you can start falling over right into your lazy boy, and that's cool because it's soft and it'll catch you.
Nope, I didn't say that. I didn't
not
go
cool,
up.
not cool.
Pretty good. What's your secret?
You just got to keep opening your mouth.
One, understanding the prompt. Two, just continue.
You just keep saying, you're actually great at this in normal life.
Yeah, here we go.
You just got to be yourself, man.
Okay.
I was myself.
You just keep talking and don't even think about what you're saying.
Alpha males.
What again?
Alpha males.
Alpha males are called alpha males because they're the first. I wish I knew what they were too. I think that an alpha male is one of those. It's one of those guys that I don't. Oh God, what is an alpha male? An alpha male is like. I can't say anything positive about alpha male.
Okay, we can fix
because I
that.
think that I would want to say a lot of negative things, like they are so opinionated and they think they have all the answers and they think everybody should follow them. And where do they get these ideas? The internet? Like the internet's got to be used for better things than just fomenting male energy that says, look at me, follow me, I'm right, I'm muscular, I eat lots of meats, and I'm not going positive on this one. Alpha males, not doing it.
Oh. Once you got going and really committed
I'm just not,
to it.
I'm like,
Yeah.
It took me a while to figure out what it was, but then I'm like, no positive.
No positive.
Just give me another shot.
Okay.
Give me another one, Stevie. You're giving me hard ones.
Tiny fish bones.
There we go. Tiny fish bones. Aren't they wonderful? The way that they hold fish together, yet they're so small. I mean, have you isolated just one of those cute tiny fish bones? It's almost nothing. Yet it's the very structure of fish. And they're so plentiful within the fish. It's the cumulative effect that creates fish shapes. I get so happy every time I think about little tiny fish bones. They make me just want to celebrate the wonderful world that we live in. Can there be a documentary on nothing but baby fish bones? I would watch it every day. I would just turn it on every day. I would memorize it. I would memorize the narration. I could close my eyes if I were in prison, and I would just see the tiny fish bone documentary playing. That's gonna be my safe place when I'm in solitary confinement.
Wow, it was all positive.
It's exhausting.
Man, no one's ever made
That's
tiny
tough.
fish bones seem so great.
Thank you. All right, Rhett, your turn.
I wore myself out just thumbing you up.
I thought you were gonna burst a vein in your forehead or something.
I was exploding with happiness.
I was talking about
You're
Rhett.
talking about me.
Yeah, why were you exploding?
I was thumbing you up so hard you couldn't
Really?
see me.
No, I wasn't looking at you.
Why'd you stay positive?
I could see it out of the corner of my
Oh,
eye.
I was trying so hard.
I knew you were doubling it.
Oh yeah, I was doing more than that.
You were thumbing me
I
up.
hurt myself.
Okay. Daily affirmations.
You are a good person, and you need to tell yourself that every single day, because if you start every single day too positive, then you might be a little bit of a cock of the walk or a walk of the cock or whatever that expression is. The point is that you need to encourage yourself before you walk into a situation that you don't understand. You need to be going in there thinking that you are the main character. Have that main character energy, because you deserve everything that you've got coming to you. And it's good stuff. It's the best stuff that you can possibly imagine. I'm talking about all the money. I'm talking about all the relationships. I'm talking about all the financial success and all the things that you can possibly imagine. You're having so much fun. You're having fun all the time. You're getting the things that you want, and you're getting the things that you need. You're spreading the love so wide, and you spread it so far that you ran out of it for yourself, and you need to give it to yourself, because you're the best.
All right, this is a good itch to scratch.
It's kind of
This is
a
good
workout.
muscle to build. Here we go.
Gen Z.
Gen Z was my girlfriend in high school. I thought her name was Jenny for a couple of weeks. And I said, Jenny, go with me. And she said, my name is Gen Z. And I said, well, that is a stupid name for a girl who is my girlfriend, but I guess I'm in it now. And I was trapped in that relationship for 7 months. It was bad, y'all. She was talking about electronics and what did Gen Z people talk about? I don't know. I couldn't understand a word she was saying.
Electronics?
Yeah, you know Gen Z. Gen Z, they're big into electronics.
Yeah.
Electronics really came into the fore with that generation.
Yeah.
Like Game Boy, not Game Boys.
Game Boys. Yeah.
Xbox Portable. Xbox Portable.
Okay.
Okay. Food courts.
Food courts are the courts with the food at the mall. They are the place that have the most options, and they're fast, slow, and other types of food. And the best thing about food courts, of course, is the free samples.
Yes.
You can get yourself completely full with free samples if you wear an outfit, but one time I did that and they thought that I was committing fraud. And I was escorted out of the mall by a cop on a Segway. Can you believe that? It was pretty cool because it was the first time I ever got to ride one, because he had to put me on that Segway to escort me out of the mall. And I was like, what? This is a weight shift craft? And he was like, yeah, the guy who invented it died from doing it. And I was like, but this is the coolest thing ever. And we would lean, we would go this way. And then one time I leaned a little bit too far back and the thing came out from underneath me and I fell right there on my butt on that hard mall floor and I fractured my coccyx. And then we had to go to the hospital and I had the sweetest doctor that helped me out and put a really soft donut right around the bottom of my coccyx. And I've kept that donut. I actually put it on my keychain now, and that's how I never lose my keys. You ask me, where are your keys? I'm like, well, wherever my big coccyx pillow is, that's where my keys are. And then, but sometimes one time I was driving and I had it in the ignition and I tried to grab the steering wheel and I got my hand inside that donut that was for my coccyx. And next thing you know, I'm holding on to my wheel like this. And then I saw a friend of mine and I was trying to wave and I went like this. But the thing is that as I turned, I avoided a deer that was in the middle of the road. And I didn't even mean to do that, but I looked like a hero. But then the thing happened is the deer ended up killing some children.
When you're like, the thing happened was, okay. and one time, sometimes.
You just got to keep saying words.
That's when you were really out. I was interested in the.
Yeah, but it's quite a story.
All right,
it's quite a story.
All right, here we go. Give it to me.
Face tattoos.
Face tattoos started out being very negative. I mean, anyone associated with a face tattoo was considered a bit suspicious, a little bit trashy, a little bit compromised when it came to judgment. And I was one of those people. I thought that they were, I gotta say, man.
Yeah, just keep saying it. Just don't stop. Just say it and keep going.
I'm just gonna get them all out of my head. I once knew a guy who had a face tattoo. He got a little too close to his eye and it put his eye out. But he had another eye. And that eye could see so good. It was almost like he had two eyes in the one eye. And then I realized it was because the face tattoo was of an eye, which was quite foresightful on his part. I gave him lots of respect for that. And no, I'm gonna go again. No, you can go. Okay. All right.
You're gonna go again?
Yeah, I'll go again. You're still tired.
What's
I'm so supportive.
Give me another one.
first date locations?
First date locations. That's what I'd like to talk to you children about today. If you're gonna have a first date, it needs to be at a location. In the real world, where you can see and potentially touch with consent your date. Because this online dating thing is also awesome, but sucks compared to having a location that you're gonna go to in the real world and date somebody. Doing this online stuff is just a simulation. It's not real dating. No, I know plenty of marriages that are farcical in nature because they began, concluded, and also wound down on the internet. My mother's currently dating someone.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, really? Tell us about it.
No, she's not. The problem is I look at you and I'm like,
I'm encouraging.
I know you are. You're so encouraging. I want to tell you news like my mom's dating somebody on the internet.
Man, I was excited.
I've lost all my confidence.
Okay.
Let me go again.
Well, hold on. That's 3 in a row.
No, you can go.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man is Stan Lee's greatest creation. One of the things that introduced kids into comics, but comics are one of the things that took our youth away from us and changed the movie industry and made it just this endless struggle for capitalistic competition. But one of the things it also did is, you know what? It really gave a lot of people a lot of jobs. Because the crews on those movies are just thousands of people, and they do it on multiple continents. I mean, sometimes when you're sitting there watching the credits, you'll see there's 450 animators on this movie. But you know what? Sometimes you can have too many animators, you know what I mean? Because when you have that many animators together, the body odor can get unwieldy. But if you have enough body odor in one place, sometimes you can create a critical mass that will actually begin to create its own force of gravity that will begin to just bring in I got stuck. I'm sorry.
All right. I feel like I can end really strong.
Okay.
So last one.
Okay. All right.
Ice chewing.
Ice chewing, you ever done it? Once you do it, you'll never stop because it is the coolest thing to do. And I mean that literally. Because your mouth gets cold because it's wiggity what? It's ice in your mouth. And your teeth are being trained to kill things that are not as cold as ice, like wolves and great contributors to society who you shouldn't be biting. But that's really the problem with ice chewing, is that it's the gateway drug to biting pillars of society. I've seen many a man being sentenced to something jump across the table, like that guy. Did you see the footage of the guy who jumped over into the judge?
Oh, wow.
And was trying to take the judge out? Ice chewer. Did you see the guy who designed like shoot.
Yeah. You got it. You got it. Keep it going.
No, that was it. The Mythical Cookbook's almost here. Pre-order your copy at mythicalcookbook.com and make any kitchen a mythical kitchen.